It's a wrap for Week 10 of the NFL season, which means it's time for this week's edition of Challenge Flag with the great New York Post sports columnist Steve Serby. Steve, you got your challenge flag ready?
Always.
There we go. Got to stay ready. Don't got to get ready if you stay ready. And Steve is ready.
I go to bed with it now.
That's kind of disappointing. But, yeah, I guess you got to stay ready. So not disappointed in you in that. All right, Steve. The Buffalo Bills, we're going to start off with that. They've lost 2 games in a row, but this is about the New York Jets. The New York Jets, they were just a half game behind the Miami Dolphins for first place in the AFC East. If you've been around some Jets fans drinking the green Kool-Aid, you might have heard the statement. The Jets will win the AFC East. Steve, is it red flag or green Kool-Aid for you here?
You better duck, Dex. Yeah. No, look, we're very impressed with what the Jets have done. They're a team to be reckoned with. They are a playoff team in my mind. They very well could go up to New England and beat Bill Belichick and the Pats if Zach Wilson plays under control and doesn't throw the ball to Devin McCourty. But here's the problem for the Jets. They have 0 division games at home the rest of the way. The Bills have 3 division games at home. The Pats have 3 division games at home. So the Jets are going to have to beat the Bears, the Lions, and the Jaguars at home. They'll be favored in all 3, but obviously in this crazy NFL, nothing is guaranteed. And to me, the Bills are still the class, not only of the division, but of the AFC. The Bills will win the division.
All right, there we go. Disappointing Jets fans everywhere. We go from green Kool-Aid
I got to pick up my flag. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you got to pick up that flag for sure.
Okay, all right. I might need it again.
Yes, you might need it again. Might happen right here. We go from green Kool-Aid to blue Kool-Aid. I literally heard this statement this morning on the newsroom floor. Now that the Philadelphia Eagles are no longer undefeated, I've heard this. The Giants will win the NFC East. Steve, are we pulling out the challenge flag on this one?
Who did you hear that from? License plate guy or Joe Shane? Who did you hear that from?
I'm not going to put anybody's names out there, but let's just say they were Giants fans drinking the blue Kool-Aid. We can say that.
Yeah, all right, look, good for them. They haven't been drinking Kool-Aid since 2016. But look, the Giants are a tough-minded team. They're going to be in every game. Dexter Lawrence has proven to be the Quinnen Williams of the NFC. But the Eagles have too much firepower. They've got a better quarterback than the Giants. They've got an elite offensive line. They have weapons that Daniel Jones wish he could throw to. They've got a tight end, Dallas Goedert, who's better than anything the Giants have. So I think the best thing for the Eagles was losing that game and not having the pressure of being undefeated and being asked about the 72 Dolphins every week. I think this will relax the Eagles. And don't forget, the Giants have 2 games remaining against the Eagles, 2 against the Commanders. They need to beat the Lions at home on Sunday, and later on in this season, they'll need to beat the Colts at home. But the Giants will make the playoffs. The Eagles are the class of the division and possibly the class of the NFC.
All right. No green Kool-Aid, no blue Kool-Aid.
Hey, did I throw the flag? I
might have throw the flag, but you can throw it now. Let's see if you can throw it now. You had to. There we go. Throw the flag. You needed to, so it's not happening. No green Kool-Aid or blue Kool-Aid for Steve here. Now, we talked about the Bills before. On Sunday, we saw a game that was thrilling, but honestly, there was a lot of weird stuff going on between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. Some people are saying that game was a preview of this year's Super Bowl. What do you say, Mr. Serby?
What people are you talking to, Dex? Where do you hang out?
Listen, man, the streets are talking, man. That's all I can say. The streets are talking.
A lot of people whispering in your ear, apparently. Yeah, it could be, but the Vikings are definitely for real. There's no question. And the Bills were my preseason Super Bowl pick to win the Super Bowl, and I will stand by that. I think Josh Allen will stop making unforced errors, and the Bills will rediscover their identity and roll into the playoffs. But the Vikings are going to have stiff competition, in my view, from the 49ers. That was also my Super Bowl pick at the start of the year. Justin Jefferson, what a catch he made. What a weapon he is. Dalvin Cook, Kirk Cousins wearing those chains. Patrick Peterson wearing those chains, shirtless. Great story. really good team. But I think the addition of Christian McCaffrey will help Jimmy Garoppolo get to another Super Bowl. Garoppolo's problem is that when he gets to the Super Bowl, he hasn't proven that he could win the Super Bowl. But I like the 49ers. They got a great defense, and I think McCaffrey will help push them over the top in the NFC. So throwing the flag again.
Wow. I'm not sure this has happened before since we've done this. 3 times you've thrown the flag.
No.
Are you going to go 4 for 4? We're going to find out now.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it's fun. I like this.
You are really enjoying it. All right, last one, Steve.
Throwing it right at your face. Okay,
well,
sorry.
that's not good. You don't want to do that. Nobody wants to throw the flag in your face. That's not good.
But it's soft. It's soft.
Thank you. I'm glad.
I would never hurt you. I would never hurt you, Dex. You're too valuable.
I know
you're too valuable to the operation.
I appreciate it. Then I have to throw a flag on you. We don't want to see that. Okay, last one. There were a lot of questions about the hire of Jeff Saturday, the new interim head coach at Indianapolis Colts, but he got his first career win against the Las Vegas Raiders in Week 10. Jim Irsay and Colts fans, they're enjoying the good vibes, with some saying Jeff Saturday will remain Colts head coach next season. Does Saturday, getting a win on Sunday, help him shed the interim label, Steve?
Well, look, now the talk all of a sudden is, will Jeff Saturday run the table instead of the Eagles? No. Look, Jim Irsay shocked a lot of people, insulted assistant coaches around the league with the hiring of Jeff Saturday. He was fortunate he got to play Josh McDaniels' Raiders in his debut. He's a good guy. The players respect him. But Irsay also has said he will undergo a coaching search at the end of the season, and he should. It's great. Saturday is a resource, a consultant, but get a guy in there who has experience and is a rising star, maybe a D'Amico Ryans with the 49ers, someone like that. Mike Kafka or Wink Martindale with the Giants. Martindale's been waiting his entire life for a chance. He's deserving of being a head coach. Jeff Saturday, let him enjoy his moment in the sun, but the Colts can do a lot better with someone with more experience than Jeff Saturday. So here we go, Dex.
Wow. 4 for 4, folks, 4 times. Well, Steve really actually threw it a lot more than 4 times if you were watching this video. But 4 times he threw the challenge flag with 4 statements, and apparently I need to talk to better people. So we will see how we do next week. But 4 for 4 is pretty good, Steve. Appreciate you on this edition of the challenge flag. That is the great Steve Serby, New York Post sports columnist. Thank you, Steve.
I know I never have to throw a challenge flag watching Dexter Henry. Never have to.
Listen, man, I avoid the penalties. That's all I can say. I avoid the penalties. We do great shows, great takes here. We try to do that. Thank you, Steve.
Thoughts on the flannel, by the way?
Oh, you know what? How can I do a video without talking about the flannel? The flannel's great, very bright, very fall-esque colors there. I like it. I told you it's coming. We're going to match. We're going to have a matching flannel show. It's going to happen. We're going to do it.
You know where I got this, right?
Of course I know where you got it, but they're not sponsoring the segment, so I'm not going to mention.
Well, we don't. We have so many other sponsors. It's not, if they want to join, we'd welcome them. But who are they, by the way? Who are we talking about?
We are talking about the ON.
Oh, that's right. Old Navy. That's where I shop. Right.
You got it. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Dex. Thanks, guys.